I hate that emote. I hate that emote. I hate that emote. Fuck, that emote is so dumb. Shut up with that fucking trash emote. Fuck off with that disgusting ass fucking degenerate emote. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm not even opening Twitter. I'm not opening Twitter. I'm not opening Twitter. I'm not doing it. It's happening. I'm not opening Twitter. I know everyone's gonna at me and say, bro. How in the world did they throw that? How in the world did they throw that? How in any universe did that happen? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Swap shirts? No, I'm not. I'm not backing. I'm not backing out. I'm not gonna fucking... I'm not pussing out. I'm not putting on the shirt now. Shut up. I'm not a flip-flop Andy.
Look here, guys. Break it 40, okay? Keep control. I'm hitting him, okay? Just kill him. Don't give vote. No flash on them. No flash on them. Should be dead. Nice.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get flashed on.
Stop showing the replays! I get it. They threw. I get it. I get it. Bro, if I was casting that game, if me and Vedius were casting that game, that would have been the most degenerate cast I would have ever have done in my life. I would have sworn about 15 times. I would be fired on the spot. And it would be all worth it.
Oh my god!
Even watching the replays is so hype. Oh my god, that game. How did G2 keep getting away with winning after these Baron flips?
I don't know why you're asking me, bro. Oh, it's crazy. We will be talking to Broken Blade. We're just setting it up. Commiserations. Hysterics.
I guess so.
Well, at least Hysterics is with me in this one. Listen, I'm not a sore loser, okay? It happens. It happens. We're done. I took the L. I took the L. Okay, you listen. You won the battle, but you did not win the war. Does that make sense? You understand? You won the battle, but you did not win the war. Okay.
Yeah, it was sick. But anyways, here's the winner in terms
One
of
loss is fine. 1-1. You G2, listen, G2, you better win the next game. If you lose and Weibo wins, it could be a rematch best of 3. And then no more throws, no more cringe backdoors, no more dog shit. Okay?
What did we just saw? What did we just see? What was that? Are you okay?
I'm okay. It's it was a very stressful game. Obviously, it's the second game that we played. It was very stressful. This one was much more stressful than the one we played yesterday.
What does G2 tweet?
I'm very happy that we came out on top.
What did G2 tweet?
Good learnings, obviously. Yeah.
How do you even take learnings from a game like this? Tell me what went wrong, because it felt like you had the situation in your hands and
Smoke,
then
the doubters, the whole pack.
started going crazy, Caps trying to backdoor, fights after fights after fights. How did you make sense through all this madness?
I mean, it's hard to explain it really. It's like we were just playing.
Yo, mods, can we copyright G2? Can we copyright them for taking the lyrics? Can we copyright them and get the tweet removed?
We had pressure on every single lane. It was
Can we do that?
Very great. And then I think something bad happened on the bottom side, which does happen sometimes, right? And then the game was not in off
Does that
so
work?
much anymore. And then
Can you copyright text?
Then the notorious G2 Nash. Let's not talk about that one.
We'll talk about that one soon.
But at least shout out to Dylan Falco for this draft, where we have a lot of tools, you know, to come back. Usually Azir and Kai'Sa are like the champions where you really hardly get on them. But this draft, we have a Yone, we have Orianna ult, Rel flash ult, Rakan flashing in, and it was just very beautiful to play out this comp.
You mentioned the Nash. I want to talk about this, but more importantly, the neutral objective setups for G2 in general.
Fuck, man! That did not just happen!
It seems to be.
What is going on?
Is it something you're trying to solve? And if so, how? And why do you think you're struggling so much in this kind of setups?
I mean, I think it's not that we don't know how to play around the Nasher.
Yeah.
I really don't think so. I think it's more so that there's a lot of nerves. I can feel it. Like after the play is over, we were very excited, you know. And obviously, we I don't know. It's like we're playing in a moment, and then we notice, oh, this was very bad, guys, you know. And then usually we calm down. That's at least what happened in the last 2 games. When we throw at Nash, somehow we're just winning the game. So maybe we just have to throw at Nash. Good, seems like a good recipe right now, but we'll definitely be looking to fix that.
How did that even happen?
I think people don't realize
Look,
how
Reddit. I'm not
difficult
looking
it can be
Reddit.
to
I'm not
stay
looking
calm and
anything.
collected in
I
situations
can't
like
look
this,
at
and of
anything.
course it
I'm
can
just gonna
get a
get
bit
blasted
hectic sometimes,
everywhere.
which it did, but you seem to have all the right questions, at least, and you're working on them. Let's say. I want to touch on something that Romain told me just before we went live.
Oh
You
no,
also
I can't
put
watch
a
Twitch
nice
clips
block
because I'm in
against
Korea.
Weibo,
No,
and
no,
then you drew the team, so you had to
no.
quickly adapt onto that.
Oh
How do you
fuck!
prep
I
against
can't
the
wear
team?
Twitch clips. Watch Twitch clips.
Obviously, we
No.
kind of know a bit of
No.
what teams do or what teams play a lot, and we were going to
VPN? I don't have one.
But,
I don't have one.
Then we drew them, and then it was like, oh, now we have to prepare against them instead of actually just scrimming against them, which in the end it was kind of exciting, you know, because we played against both 4th seeds from LPL and LCK, and for us it was our first like challenge, you know. It's like, oh, if we can take these teams on, we can take the bigger teams, you know, and I think we are very good.
How did that even happen?
I actually, again, shout out to
How did
our
that even
staff
happen?
for that. I think we have very good scouting. We have, I think the draft was very nice. We had a lot of tools. So when it comes to
Get over
last
it. Get
minute
over it.
preparation,
Get over
I
it.
think I'm not too worried in this team.
Get
so
over it.
You're in good hands.
Yes.
Well, 2-0 so far. Amazing start for G2.
Get over
really
it.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Congrats on taking this one once again.
I need to tweet
Take it
something.
slow
I need
next
to
time,
tweet
like,
something.
For the fans, at least.
We'll see,
It's
we'll
not
see.
for you guys, but thank you again, and Sharks back to you.
On that. Oh, thank you so much. I was thinking we have a bunch of replays and not that much time because I was thinking about which ones to use because we have one of the failed Baron, and I think for learning causes it's like really important.
Go back to look at the
But
source.
first, we'll look at the final fight though.
Okay.
And or is this yes?
You
is this the
will
final fight?
see.
I believe it is. Yes, Hysterics, Kobe, run us through this. What are the things we missed in this?
I mean, I got really excited to open this up. It was a pick on Hans Summer with the GA that I think was really important, but into a choke versus G2's corridor, that's what concerns me here, Kobe. I don't know if you want to weigh in on this, but it looks so good to start off.
There we go.
Right, watching it again, immediately noticing
There we go.
Broken Blade's ultimate backwards peeling off the Vi there and
Yeah, the
killing
BB
Weiwei,
ult
who
stopped
had
the Vi.
been so big, and then being able to turn and completely protect Hansama. I love this team. You can tell, not only from these reactions, obviously, but also Broken Blade talking about one of their biggest downfalls and part of the
Wear a
reason that
G2
they're
jersey
having
to
these
10 spots
problems in setting
G2.
up these
Swap the
Baron
Weibo
flips
jersey when
is
G2's
that they
losing.
get so
Weibo throws the game not looking like the idiot.
They care about the game. They love the game that much that even on this world stage, with the entire world watching, they still can lose themselves.
Okay, that was really fun.
in
I hope you guys had
sometimes
fun. That was a really fun
and
game.
flip it,
That was a really
and
fun
they
game.
only calm back down and focus
That was really fun.
after they've
That's the
lost
kind of
that
shit I
big
live for.
lead. Like, you know what? All right, everybody back to business. Now we have to come back and we have to actually.
That was
force our
fun.
own
I had a lot of fun.
recons from behind.
My initial idea was to have a G2 jersey on, right? And then have a actual white G2 jersey underneath and then prank everyone and be like, everyone thinks it's Weibo, and then I take it off and it's still G2. That was my initial idea, but I thought, fuck it, I'll stay true to myself, you know, I'll choose Weibo.
Last fight so well, and you can see diving between aggro, CCing,
That was
clearing
fun.
the
That was
waves.
fun.
It was so
That was
close
fun.
for Weibo to actually keep the game going from this point.
Yeah,
That was fun.
The Shy living there, getting back to the fountain to heal, and then double teleport in with Xiao here to cut off the escape. And you mentioned Crisp. Look at him right now, going straight for Broken
Good content.
Blade.
This would have been the end.
If he doesn't stun Broken Blade, that Yona.
That was a really fun game.
tempo
I want to
for
rewatch that game
sure
without
is gonna be
sunglasses,
enough
because
extra
I'm
with
not
Cap.
lying. Having sunglasses on, I think I missed
They
half the team
stop
fights.
it
I could only see the health bars.
And then they return to
Like I
finish.
have to
Watching
play
League with
my
sunglasses on is hard.
I love it. It's so nice, and And then
I only
what
saw
you were
health
saying there about
bars.
G2 and what you were also painting.
I
in
saw the
terms
Vi.
of
I saw the
G2's
Yone
record
ult from
versus
Vi
LPL
on Vi. That was
teams
really
in
sick.
general, and then versus such a scrappy team
Should
as
have won 3
Weibo. I
shirts.
think it's important.
Actually, imagine I had a G2
very
jersey
important in
underneath the
context
Weibo
of the
jersey.
goals that they have for this tournament. That they have now 2 games. I know. I don't think you should brush off that Baron, of course.
2 clean wins.
No, but that you
Oh, we
get
got the Tara. Who forgot the Tara?
get with the
No! 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 Light it! Please! 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 Light it! Light it! No! 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 How did you throw this? I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! How did you throw this? I hate you! I hate you! No! No! Oh, that was funny. That was good content. What is this? G2 is my blood. And I would never support Weibo and the Shy over a European team. Especially not our best team, G2. True. There it is! Oh my god! Wait, I didn't know that was coming. What? There it is! That's the win! Get the burn! Yes! There it is! Get the kills! Get the kills! Yes! Bro, that's what I'm talking about! That's the game-winning play! Bro! It wasn't the game-winning play. Images that preceded unfortunate events. Oh my god. I actually think all of Europe hates me now. Like, I honestly think everyone hates me. Oh my god.
It's so sad that I'm actually seen this before. Weibo have done this before again. Like, there were great games against JDG. They also flipped games in the regular season too. So this is not new for me.
It's okay.
I'll take that. Thank you. I've needed that. For
Oh, Hysterics gets a hug. Where's my hug?
I've seen situations
Where's my hug?
in a very close game. The first seed out of Europe ended up beating the Shy in a very important game, and that gave us a lot of hope going forward in the tournament, but we're not going to talk about that. What I do want to know is
I need a hug.
if Caedrel, how did he experience this moment? And of course, he had the G2 jersey on the whole time, right?
Still he's covering both bases.
That is insane. Apparently, this happened during G2's throwing at Baron.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
that is, what a traitor.
Does that beat the fraud allegations? You know, he's kind of covering both bases. Would he have pulled it off if they lost?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
I respect that he's still staying on way, but he pretends.
It's a hard choice that he's put in there.
Yeah, I'm really excited to when we get done here today to go watch the VOD though of how he lived through that game as well.
Don't watch the VOD.
I think we can close it off for that
Don't watch
game.
the VOD.
No worries, we're gonna call G2 out on those Barons.
Don't watch the VOD.
We'll probably have a Telestrator then. Not
How
now,
like
though,
the,
and,
how
I do
unlucky
wanna look
is that
forward a
though?
little bit
Seriously,
since we have you here
how
also,
unlucky is that?
because BLG versus
There's
JDG
no
is up
way.
next, and you know everything about
There's no way.
Indeed. I mean, I've experienced throughout the entire year. It's just a
There's no way they actually threw it when I did that. Like,
know the
what?
LPL, don't know our first and second seed. This is a new brewing rivalry. People remember the RNG, the EDG historically. That was kind of our domestic rivalry that went back and forth. But BLG, JDG have kind of taken that throne a bit in previous years because we've got so many star players, our best players in the LPL in these 10. And more importantly, this weird kryptonite that BLG have against JDG, or rather vice versa, 0-7. BLG has never beaten JDG in a best of 3 and a best of 5. But how many best of 1s have they played?
I think I might need to go over to the G2 training facility and apologize.
Like how Ben still wants
for absolutely nothing!
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
I'll take number 8, okay?
That's right.
If they lose number 8, I'm sure he'll be down for number 9.
Ben would take him all day. Again, fun matchup there. But I will say, you know, best of 1 hasn't crossed paths yet. So I'm really weirdly
Bro's taking the loss so hard he turned into a villain. Yeah, it's true.
I see.
Yeah.
We would like to see it, and we don't want to see this matchup again in Swiss. I mean, I think that goes for everyone, but I'm sure it's going to be an absolute.
Am I just a
banger.
curse or what?
Talk
Why
to
is
me
it
about
every time I
possible
say
X
this
factors.
team's
Talk to
gonna
me
win,
about
they
top lane,
lose?
Yeah, I think again,
Am I a
winning
curse?
carries is a really big deal.
Like
Outside
what?
of Cassante, of course, you're thinking about things that can abuse 369. It was tried by, not Broken Blade, excuse me.
Why am I? I'm not even a caster
BDS,
anymore. How am I
like carry
cursing?
up in the top side, something like Camille.
How am I
something that can
cursing?
Really abuse top. Finn is the X
Fuck!
factor in this team. Your Gal will support him, and that bottom lane, if it gets a late game, look towards Elk to carry and try and match Ruler. I'm optimistic on BLG. Everyone knows the story of JDG and how good they are. We need to talk up BLG.
Okay, I want to get into this game, so let's do exactly that.
All right, now we have to focus up.
Thanks so much, Shocks and the desk, for breaking that one
Now we have to
down.
focus up. It's a banger.
Yeah, I mean, JDG versus BLG, this match has gone on many a time.
It's a banger now.
We even did see it at the MSI finals.
Wait, one sec.
These two teams, they
One
keep
sec.
going
Oh my god, I
head-to-head.
forgot to run ads.
JDG also looking
No!
for the golden
I have to run them now.
road
I'm
after
sorry.
winning
Otherwise, they're gonna run in
summer.
6 minutes.
Now
and
looking
it's
for that
fucked.
world's title. Will they be able to take down BLG once again?
I got too carried away. One sec.
Get the revenge in a best-of-1, Wolf.
I mean, it is the question that everyone is looking to have answered tonight. Will BLG finally do it? Because you talked about the lack of best-of-1s between these two teams, but this is their 8th time meeting, and JDG has gotten the better of them in every single series. And we'll see if BLG can break through in this one best-of-1. They've won 5 games. 5 games against JDG of the 24 they've played.
G2 tweet. What have they tweeted now? How many tweets have they done?
It has just been a big brother picking on a little brother in a lot of ways, as JDG has always gotten the better of them. Let's talk about this draft a little bit here, as Bin already losing the Jax here early. So we'll see, of course, the follow-up ban of the Jace, the Ahri being taken away from Knight. He is so fantastic on this pick, and they're going to deny it. He's 10-0 on this pick.
Yeah, I think certain picks,
Yo!
especially when we do get into regional matchups, right? You know these guys so well. You played against Hizari so many times. It's like, okay.
Today could have been such a great day. If only they just ended the fucking game. As if they threw that dog shit. As if.
You get these big, powerful meta picks that squeak through the pick ban and get picked up in the first couple of picks. So the Rakan is going to be taken away. That's been
Bro, now I know what it feels like to put the house on a team. Like that actually, that's what it feels like to put the house on a team.
I think with blue side,
I need to unblock that guy that I blocked. Yo, I'm sorry for blocking you. I actually put the house on them.
Empty-handed. That's part of the power that JDG has with his blue side. Now, Ruler across multiple regions has absolutely dominated with the Zeri pick. A little bit less relevant these days. You look back to the LCK finals, the last one he played in our region, he absolutely dominated on the pick. But it looks like
Dom
an
was
old
right.
favorite of his, the
What are you on
Kalista,
about?
will be the lock-in here instead.
Yeah, I mean, the Kalista is one that has
How do you
been
unblock
focused
someone?
so many times in the draft, but hasn't really seen that much success so far. And I think if there is going to be an AD carry that can pilot this to a high level, obviously Ruler is on that list, but there's so much available, like you were saying, and to go for the Kalista this early on, you've got the Poppy still up, you've got the Talia as well, which has been picked up this many times.
Kalista?
There are a lot of ways to handle
You gonna do Talia Poppy? Take a free win?
And I'm very curious to see, you know, what is the game
Okay, I'll do it later,
after this first
I'll do it
round.
later.
Talia obviously very good into
Alright, another
Kalista,
banger,
she's
focus
low
up.
range and she is constantly
That was fun, that
dashing,
was really fun.
hopping around through
I know
the
you're actually
box,
joking
so
and
the
such,
Talia priority
but we don't
quite
actually hate you,
high
Caedrel. If you come to EU, we won't hate you.
But into the Kalista, a fantastic pick here for Yagao, or potentially
I don't know.
Shun if they want to flex it.
It was really
See what
fun.
they're gonna
It was
get
really
here
fun. That was really fun.
alongside it right now. The Rakan was banned away.
I was
Alistair, if they wanted to have a duo with
talking to the
Hyper as well.
broadcast about like
But
recording a
Talia
clip and
duo
having
is
pictures
going to be
afterwards,
the
trying to make
objective,
something
so
fun out of
they
it.
show that this is
So that was
not a
really cool
flex
content.
early, but it's extremely strong.
Obviously, the content didn't end the way that I wanted it to,
So the Jarvan
but it did.
picked up here, and immediately the Renata
Let's move on
class
now.
covered as well. So looking to create space on the side of JDG with some of these picks into what we've seen from BLG.
Yo, you
It
can't
can be
apologize.
sometimes a little bit
You can't
confusing
apologize
as to
for
why
me.
you'd see Renata paired with
You can't just
Kalista, because
apologize.
Normally you think about a strong tanky support that's going to get
Don't just
called
apologize
right
and you
through
think
the
everything's
game.
okay.
But the synergy between Kalista and the Renata comes down to bailout because she does such an insane amount of damage. Kalista does.
You owe
When
me
she
dinner
starts
with the
stacking
Shy, a
Ren,
Worlds
you have the
trophy,
Ren to
a
trigger the
Weibo
bailout
contract to be
survive,
their new
which
jungler,
makes an incredibly strong 2v2.
and
with no support locked in here, it looks like the
healthcare for
Blitzcrank
12,
right
20
now,
years.
You can start to actually limit Elk's champion pool to make sure you get a 2v2 you want to dominate.
Talia Vi is really
This
good,
gonna be locked in.
but
I mean,
Renata
Ron is
response was
also
actually
missing an honor, like, well,
insanely good, and then Blitzcrank
we
into
gotta
Renata
dig for
Kalista
some
makes
other
sense.
picks in
The only thing is they drop
our,
AD.
champion pool. Obviously, both of those players loving the Rakan. But yeah, the Blitzcrank is going to be picked up and definitely going to be pretty nice into just trying to blow up one of those squishy targets on the bottom
You
side
bro
of the
wanna
map.
fire
It'll be
Weiwei?
interesting to see what gets played
We were up to
alongside
99k viewers.
Blitzcrank.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is the
I'm glad everyone
question,
came out.
and I think JDG will be looking to limit those options quite heavily, as we do see Syndra is taken away.
I think
from
they should
Knight.
ban
Syndra has
Tristana.
not
Is
had lot
Tristana a
of
weird
success,
ban
or
here?
really any success here in Worlds thus far.
Aphelios,
Is
maybe?
removed
They don't
just
ban
the
ADs.
same. Works well, obviously, with that Kalista. Gwen going to be taken off the board here. So
Gwen,
away some of these
Syndra
carries
ban?
potentially for Bin. And of course,
Maybe Azir
on
ban?
the table here if they'd like to take it.
Azir ban is... No, Knight doesn't play Azir. Never mind. Knight plays Ahri, Syndra, and Nico. Oh, Knight's pool is Knight doesn't play Azir. It's funny, isn't it? Knight can't play Azir, and Chovy can't play Syndra.
As the Ornn, one of 369's big picks, is going to also be taken off the board. So definitely BLG saying, okay, you know, the cards are
Knight's a bit banned out here. It's actually rare to see a game where a Knight's banned out by 5 mid lane champs. They ban Nico, Syndra, Orianna, Ahri ban, Jace ban, and Taliyah pick.
Much more known for his tanks. He's 14-1 on the Ornn. It's one of his best picks. One that you, again, because of the regional rivalry and experience of these two teams, you know you want to take away from this guy. It's not a shocker here.
Could be Sylas game.
Yeah.
Akali Sylas is tough.
Is going to be what's locked in. They're
Ashe,
a little bit suspicious
Kai'Sa.
about potentially.
Yeah, I thought
Tristana
could work here. But yeah, Kai'Sa works too.
Ashe or the
Ashe is
Kai'Sa
terrible.
here, both going to be great at following up on this Vi or setting up the Vi with the Ashe
Check the
arrow,
donos.
but Elk will ultimately decide on the Kai'Sa.
What does Knight play here?
You know, you get a hook.
I really don't know. I think Akali Sylas are kind of mid, but he might just go Sylas. They have Blitzcrank Vi.
Now, the Renekton,
Tristana is also bad.
Okay, there have been a couple of top lane picks that have been focused. This is something you can blind in this current meta, but
the Blanc is also...
has in response to this one.
Yeah, and
you know, Annie is not bad here, actually, I think.
Is also available.
But Annie's nerfed.
Akali's
kind of mid.
As looking for Akali potentially here, at least
Akali into
that Taliyah.
Vex. You see, he doesn't play Azir. He does not play Azir. He's gone Vex.
He's gonna lock it in here.
Yo, Master Tom,
so
thank you for the 12 euros. He says, respect for sticking with your pick. That Weibo game was so much fun to watch. Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Vex, not the best pick into Taliyah, but But yeah, Knight can't play Azir. He can't. Now, if this game doesn't tell you Knight doesn't play Azir, I don't know what does.
Really been meta for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at some of the stats. He didn't
play go Poppy, actually?
Summer or in playoffs, so will be interesting to
Bin
see
Aatrox.
what Knight can get done on this pick.
Alright, chat, you know the drill. You can use your tier 1 or your prime to avoid ads. You don't have to, though. You'll never miss any game stuff, but you can if you want to. You have ad-free views of Worlds, the whole of Worlds.
The bottom lane here, I think, is going to be so pivotal in how it plays out in the 2v2 because both Renata and Blitzcrank have some really strong timings. The handshakes can be quite deadly if you hit the Kai'Sa, so Elk's position
no subs for traitors.
Very crisp, and you know, Elk is a player who either dominates lane or gets crushed. His inconsistencies have often cost BLG major series. The difference in his gold
no
difference
subs
in a
for traitors.
And a loss is actually over 1,400 gold. So when he's winning hard. When he's losing lane, he does fall.
When's the YouTube video going to be out?
Behind, and they rely
the YouTube video is going to be out probably in like
Ruler
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Had a plan to dominate that 2v2. We'll see if the Blitzcrank can actually throw a wrench into those gears.
I like where you're going with this one. The gears and the wrench with the Blitzcrank. It's all coming together, Wolf, as the two coaching staff going to come together here on the stage before this matchup.
It's already out? Wait, what? There's no way the editor got it out already.
And even internationally. We'll have to wait and see. Will BLG finally be able to get some revenge, or will JDG...
Yo, what?
...of the dominant older brother here that you were talking about, Wolf. This is going to be, I hope, yet another banger that we have set up.
Bro, my editor is psychotic.
Half of today.
I think no doubt it will be another regional rivalry.
What the fuck?
Versus T1. This is the LPL variant. These teams.
It might not be 1080p for like the next couple minutes because it's YouTube. They don't let it be 1080p for a while.
Away from moving out of Swiss, so this is massive. The competition is fierce. You do not want to fall to that 1-1 pool.
Well, here we go, Wolf. Game number 3 for us. Let's see how it does go. The second to last of the night. Chemtech is going to be the first dragon.
He just messaged me. It's out.
And we move on.
You're crazy.
JDG.
You're a crazy
BLG.
editor. You're crazy.
I think I heard some Gyos out there.
Yeah.
Some of them. You know, there's some fans coming out and supporting these teams, trying to pump them up for this matchup.
At least the editor is loyal. What do you mean? I was loyal. I just betrayed my entire region, but I was loyal.
And is often the matchup we see at the end of these big tournaments, or at least in the top 8s, right? And Korean fans here still coming out to watch this LPL versus LPL.
This world is really fun already.
Flying in as well to support their favorite teams. See the phase rush here picked up.
I'm actually glad
this Vex pick here
that they only play against each other once. Imagine this was last Worlds and they played in the same group together. How cooked would that be?
Early scouting, let's say. But after release, Vex kind of fell off and was kind of only
They had to play
really
against each other
used as a
twice.
counter pick to Ahri in the LCK.
I'm behind, am I?
Very briefly, very niche.
LeBlanc too.
LeBlanc sometimes as well because of the dash interaction with the fear passive, but this is a really rare pick that Knight has pulled out here, and let's see what he's got with it.
Oh yeah, I need to unban this guy.
You know, when you get into the stage,
Okay, I unblocked you, I
try
unblocked
to win
you.
as many games as you possibly can. Every single matchup matters, and sometimes you just got to pick up the pocket picks and try to give them a chance. You know, we see the Blitzcrank coming out here for On once again. We see the Vex for Knight. And, man, I was watching some VODs in preparation of this one as well.
Wait until the
I
best of
heard
fives.
Talking about 21 times
If
that
Weibo
they
plays
are
against
on
G2 in a best of 5, that's
and it was
cooked.
in the semifinals of LPL Summer, so we're just getting more and more matchups between
So,
players.
let's focus on this game, because JDG needs to win this game in like 25 minutes, I think. They're playing Kalista, Renekton, Jarvan. Tell me you get outscaled without telling me you get outscaled.
I think is definitely already cemented
Against
himself in
Aatrox, if they
terms of
overcommit,
the
they're all
top
dead.
mid laners we have at
If they
this
fall
tournament.
behind
His
against
legacy
Blitzcrank,
is
they're all
already
dead.
So great, and he, Ruler, and Kanavi, I think, really big leaders of this team.
How many
Looking
games
for
are
that
tomorrow?
golden road.
Tomorrow
Miguel
is,
has definitely made massive appearances and does
tomorrow
have
is
that
2 best of
rivalry
3s, I
with the
think.
Knight, but I think he hasn't quite
2
been
best of
able
3s.
to yet cement his legacy. Beating JDG tonight and going up 2-0 is the first step to making that happen in top A's. There's the handshake at level 2, just trying to get as much damage as they can here, and that's going to be a plate they grab. We're looking for
He
it.
tries to
trying to go for
try
that
to
very early
demat
play.
hook
We also
is
saw
really
On
good.
Looking for a pretty early hook, trying to take out the minion, and the second it falls, you go for that one.
No, it's no
As we
Phobia
do
3s.
see
There's only
some
2
more
tomorrow, I
pressure
think.
coming in. I mean, this is what Renata Glass offers you, especially against a Blitzcrank, like different from other melee supports that can always threaten kind of an all-in. If Blitzcrank
I don't know if it's
is
bottom
down,
teams or top teams
then
playing the best of
Missing
3s,
is
though.
just standing there. He doesn't have to micro at all. He's just hitting the turret. So you are going to have that pressure on the bottom side for JDG, and they're going to
It's
use
top
that
teams? Oh.
to pick up a Scuttle Crab here for Kanavi on the bottom side of the map for now.
Just a stats update for you guys. Knight has played Vex 11 times. He's 8-3, but he hasn't played it
setting
since
up
spring
pressure bots.
2023. It was only
This
once,
is what
so it was one
Owner
of
should have
those
done
niche games
when they
I
were
was
playing the
talking about
Renata lane with
earlier.
Ashe with
So we'll
T1
see.
in
Again,
their
just
first
wanted to
game
give
against
you guys that
Liquid. This is
additional
how you should
bit
play
of
it.
information
Just
as
fucking sit bot.
Kanavi wants
Don't
to
let them ever
come
walk
over
in.
here and help shadow this bottom side push. They grab a plate.
Whoa,
And this is the power of
whoa,
Kalista
whoa,
Renata in the
whoa.
early game Ruler. He knows that range of the
Whoa.
Blitzcrank grab so incredibly well.
Yeah. And again, the second that's down, you see that Elk is even looking for a back at this point in time. The pressure's going to be on regardless down on that bottom side. And, you know, we'll see if On can hit some critical hooks as the game comes along. It's not all about the lane. You know, you can fall a little bit behind, but then you look for a mid-game team fight, you get one hook onto Ruler or Knight or Missing. And
What F?
maybe that's just,
Small F?
you know, the 5v4 setup.
Am I being DDoSed?
So we'll have to wait and see how much
Are the EU
value
fans
this
coming for me?
Blitzcrank is going to
Guys,
get
I'm
over the
sorry. It
course
was
of
for
this game.
content. It was a joke. You don't have to
Denying
DDoS
any
me.
CS, denying Elk any farm is going to be so critical because his items are going to be cheaper.
I'm gonna go outside the fucking T1 office. There they all are.
On looking for a
You
potential
traitor.
fight here, but they think better of it as Shun was in the vicinity, but they're not going to actually look for that hook commitment. And Ruler just goes straight back to push
You're
the
10
lane.
seconds behind? No, I'm not.
All right, a little handshake here onto On. The pressure once again on as he's going
run.
to get that hook on, but there is
Run!
just not enough damage follow-up here from the side of Elk, and immediately Ruler is going to punish that bottom lane and say, get the hell
Wait,
out
there's
of
no
here.
audio on the
We
video?
own this one now.
And without Shun being here, he's tracked, of course, by a little bit of vision there in the jungle. They know they can actually push this advantage, and it's without bailout value even. They didn't have to force super hard. They just know they could take these aggressive trades and then go and turn
Bro,
this into
plug
a
in
dragon.
your
With
headset.
the prio that Knight has mid as well, this is just as easy as it gets here. And this is what Kalista early game lanes are supposed to look like. And when you have the Renata, it's just so difficult to actually trade anything back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
really glad
JDG
you
is
mentioned
rolling
that,
this
Wolf,
game.
because
Bot is
Kalista's
destroying.
been
Shun can't
kinda
find an
getting
angle
bullied
to
a
like
lot in
punish
some of
it.
these lanes we've seen, and obviously they've been a little bit different.
They got
You
first
mentioned
Drake.
Renata coming in, the Enchanter support here on the side of JDG, but
Top is really
you can see
safe.
just how much power it can
Bin will
have.
TP
We
back.
saw the Renata earlier on with Ashe Renata. That one was played by T1 on the first day of Swiss. Definitely can have so much
The
power
Vex
on the
pick
lane.
is
I
actually
think
doing fine in
JDG
this
is
matchup.
gonna try to use that
I thought
lane
Talia would just keep her
power
on the tower the whole
to
game.
push on
Maybe
and
after
make
first
it
base you can do
We
that.
got one early Drake that, you know, leads towards a potentially stronger soul here, but it will be Infernal second, so we'll see what JDG can turn this into if they can stack double Drakes here. But Kalista does get pushed in as we see Missing leaving the lane here. Ruler will catch this
Missing
wave
leaving
as
the
we
lane.
see a faster rotation up here. Elk and
Be
on.
Ocean Soul,
Actually
please.
looking for something up
For the
here, but we're
pick'ems.
still a ways away from that Rift Herald. Just trying to clear some vision. They finally get to breathe for a moment, have some prio bottom side. But you're talking about Ruler and Kalista. I mean, this was a pick that he had banned against him even when Kalista wasn't meta throughout his time in
Stop
Gen G
saying
for the
Cloud
last
Soul.
3 years before going to the LPL. He is one of LCK's greatest Kalista players and now follows in Hope's footsteps.
Oh, oh, what? That hits
Oh,
it!
they find it. Flash
What?
comes out from Ruler. He is going to be fine, but that's Flash immediately
What?
burned. And that is the power of Blitzcrank to put on display.
What?
Even Ruler with how much pressure he's had on this Kalista. One hook.
One thing, real quick.
Flash comes out.
Follows in Hope's footsteps here for JDG.
Oh, they find
What?
Kalista players and now follows in Hope's footsteps here for JDG and trying exactly what we wanted to have happen here. Now the wave kind of against him here, so some of that CS deficit that he had against Elk.
Maybe it's spectator bug or low ground, high ground. I don't know what that was, but that was
a long way away, but we'll be spotted
that was crazy.
on this tri-brush ward, so I don't think we're going to
That was
see
crazy.
any further commitment. Nice respect there from Elk and on. They call out that Knight is missing. They have that ward there, and they're going to back off. So even though Ruler took a bunch of damage, he will
on
regain
Blitzcrank,
prio.
baby.
Yeah, need just a little bit of help. The lane was pushing away from them, so they get out of lane, they get a good wave seat, a little bit of a reset, and you know, funnily enough, we got these two LPL teams going head-to-head. Not as much action as we have seen out of some of the other games so far, but I highly expect that to change. You know,
369
you don't get a
on
little bit
Bruiser,
sleepy
Poke
just
Champ.
yet. These two teams are going to be butting heads in no time. That first Drake, as you mentioned, just immense lane control allowed JDG to just get that without BLG even challenging them. But once the Rift Herald starts spawning,
Low
once we
energy?
get
No, I'm not
more
low energy.
damage,
I'm not.
BLG is going to be fighting over them, and now Shun, level 6. This is the Vi Spike looking to get onto Ruler, no doubt, without his flash.
Both
Hook. Show me.
and Knight can roam
Oh!
globally, essentially.
He had to hook Kalista because they have Vile. They have Kalista
Now
ult.
Shun is just
Oh,
gonna
Shun's
face
griefing.
Chicken and Knight. He was
Or
looking
is he?
for
He can
Flores.
ult Jarvan here.
Huge one
Oh,
from
Elk.
Yagao, and they just combo
The W.
Kanavi, who
Oh,
gets the
Kanavi's
one
alive.
out.
He's gonna
And
live as
Ruler
well.
get the first
Oh,
blood
Elk can
for
get
the
it.
team. Elk goes in just
Oh my god, he got pulled back on the Talia ult. And he's blocked by it. Hook him into tower bomb. No.
Ruler gonna pick up that kill and on.
Hey, bro, JDG beating BLG.
Turn it out in a huge way in the bottom.
Who'd have thought?
You have the Talia wall, you have the Vex ult, both of these champions semi-global.
Who would have
willing to
thought?
roam down, but the start off here, not so great for BLG. Ultimately, when they decide to go in, they just don't have the numbers to back it up, and bailout means you kind of always have an extra man in the fight as long as you can get that reset, and even if you can't, it's going to buy a ton of time here. So of course,
Fathers
the
playing
Sentinels
against their
come over here
sons.
and spot Yagao out. They get the flea onto Shun, and even though he gets the
Man,
flip back
Renata's
here,
really
there
strong,
is a
huh?
bailout
Renata W
available.
saved that
Kanavi
whole fight.
flashes, lives just long enough, gets the reset, and now on. He's a binary
Oh, missing
champion.
pulls him
Either
back
hit
on
hook
the
or miss hook,
ult.
And then Yagao gets trolled by his own wall here after he flashes the wall. Not his own wall, of course, the wall there.
He got hand shook as well. Just
Yeah.
pulled off of that one.
Ruler's super hyped. He's hand shook off
Weibo
the wall.
Gaming
The wall
tweeted
is
about you.
blocking
Okay,
him
we'll
from
check it after the game.
retreating.
We'll check it after the game.
And
We're
this is
close to
now
this
going
game.
to be a massive lead for the side of JDG.
Yeah, Ruler very
Nice
happy
Sue.
with his support, and for a good reason. I think that
Ruler the goat.
BLG had a huge chance, right? It's flashless Ruler.
Oh.
It's Blitzcrank.
Oh.
It's level 6 Vi. As
Do they have the
you know,
damage?
Blitzcrank, okay, we get the combo
He
in,
even
but
missed
this
the
is
W, I
Kanavi.
think.
Remember that he
Or
was
he
able
didn't
to,
get- he didn't get
you know,
stunned
he does
there.
go down, but he picks up 3 assists, and he's in a pretty good spot in this game so far. So with only Talia at this point in time.
Bro,
you're
why
not
does that
able to
emote
burst
make me
him
laugh
down.
so much?
Not to
Cat
mention,
despair.
of course, he
It's
has
just
a great escape.
that
He is
emote is
Jarvan,
so
really
sick.
difficult to actually keep him in position
Bin
to do
POV.
damage at this early state of the game, as you say. And JDG are going to turn that early lead into an
Can they
even
dive
bigger
Kalista?
one here. Now taking Rift Herald. 20
They can't
seconds
dive
to go
Kalista, it's a
until
horror.
this dragon.
I don't think they can.
They're
I
trying to
don't
get a
think they
little
can
bit
dive
of deep
Kalista. They
vision,
don't have
look for a
Talia ult.
dive here,
If Talia had ult
potentially
here, I
to
think they
turn
could,
this
but
into, okay, you got Herald, we got Dragon. When Missing is able to skirt his way around here, Ruler playing very respectfully, and BLG not going to be able to secure a kill here before that dragon spawns.
On just hanging out here. They know he's in this bush. I mean, there's
Oh
only one
my
spot.
God,
He just
they
walked
knew.
over a ward, and this Blitzcrank, it looks like he is down for the count. That's another kill given over to Ruler.
JDG,
As
man,
was
I don't know.
sitting at
BLG just
2-0-2,
can't
Knights
beat them.
2-0-1.
BLG
They've got
just
bounties
can't do
on
it.
Both of them. JDG are just stomping this early game.
Yeah, and it was just really transparent what BLG were trying to do. You know, look for a dive there, and then they punish the Blitzcrank, looking to stop his back, but get the full handshake there, and that's a pick.
Oh, 369 going in, looking to skirmish with Bin here on this
Okay.
Aatrox. Is going to be held back. The Infernal Chains
Again, JDG get Drake.
Cloud,
Ocean Soul!
Another Drake, so this is 2 Drakes early.
And it's
Cringe.
Hex Tech Soul, Valdez!
2 Drakes early, Rift Heralds, and both
Cringe,
their carries
cringe.
are fed. JDG are
Hex
off to the
Tech Soul,
races.
cringe.
It doesn't get
Cringe.
much worse than this, but I did see the Wombo combo to come back from 9,000 gold deficit in our previous game. So, you know, nothing is impossible, but a Fed Callista this early on is problematic. And again, there's a ward here. So On is spotted, and Elk is just like, all right, we're not going to go for the dive, just go for the back, and then On doesn't realize
Quick
that
Caedrel
this
roots for
push is
JDG.
absolutely
No!
exactly where JDG know where he is.
I actually am
Not only
cursed.
Into a deny on the dive, but a kill. That turns into Dragon.
I actually am cursed. I don't get it.
Gold, the lead. History looks like it might repeat itself in this series if BLG can't change. But remember, this is a composition that excels in early game, and Ruler has absolutely put the pressure on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that if you give them a win condition, they're going to say, okay, we know exactly what our win condition is, and we're going to play to
Hook.
that perfectly. Now, On is looking for this hook. Is going to miss.
I've been there,
onto
buddy.
Ruler.
Just an extra inch and you had it.
That's not going to come through. Keep in mind, Kanavi talked about the Rift Herald. He's down here looking to potentially get this early first turret blood for the team, as already that pressure from the JDG bottom lane has done a number to that turret.
So
I've been there.
I'm going to pick up some additional Wolf gold here. As just gonna, I'll allow it. You can have it.
Yeah.
As we're gonna see the Rift Herald drop
1
here,
inch cat despair.
As JDG
Hook.
drop that in mid to pull Yagao's attention and start to look
Oh,
for a
Jarvan
potential
knows.
dive setup here, but
Jarvan
not
knows. I don't know.
exactly the value
They're playing an
that
early.
JDG was looking for. Now missing, potentially in danger.
Oi, man.
Close again, very close.
I mean, it was fine, to
Look
be
at
honest.
some
They
of
had
these
Kalista
hooks,
ult, worst
and
case.
I don't think that one would have necessarily led to a kill, but some of the ones in the
Worst
lane, if
case, they had
were just a little
Kalista
bit
ult.
closer, they could have made all the difference, and that's the feast or famine of Blitzcrank, right? It's not that consistency. You get a hook, it can change the game. Again, waiting for that game-changing moment outside of that one hook that did get the flash out of Ruler.
And this is, you know, the Herald crashes through. Gold lead has maintained about the same here for JDG, still hovering around 2,000.
I have been there. Entire Pedro career. What do you mean? Tomorrow we might get aiming versus missing.
You know, you already have Vex with that.
Yo, 369, how much gold are you sitting on? Steel caps for Score Drinker?
Time, you're going to have to hope that Shin can find a pick. He needs to hold on to his flash. He's got his Divine Sunderer here. There's still hope for BLG, but it is going to be based off a great Blitzcrank hook. Or
How much gold is
Talia
Yagao
wall
sitting
from
on as
Yagao
well?
that cuts the team in half, and they can maybe blow up one of
I
those.
don't think 369. Does he have a full
Because
board
if you
drinker?
don't
No
win this
shot, right?
next
Oh
fight,
my
Hextech
god.
Soul Point, JDG have all the options in the world when we can
Why,
start
it's
talking about
3K?
Baron. They've got great Baron damage with Callista, so this is a really pivotal moment. Not
JDG
easy
are
for
playing
BLG
really
to
well,
win this, but
like,
they've gotta fish for something
It's slowly
in 2
retaking
minutes'
bot
time.
vision and keeping bot push.
Yeah, they,
You can make
definitely
one
have the
mistake on
onus
this bot
them.
area,
Vince
get hooked,
doing, his job, I
and the game's
suppose,
lost.
is that's gonna be the hook
But
on
they
the
have
missing, and
Kalista
Missing's
ult.
like, yeah, cool story, bro.
They have
I'm just
Jarvan
gonna
behind,
run
they have
right
mid
at you.
push.
Gets ignited,
Oh, here comes
and
Yagao.
doesn't seem to give it them, and now he is just gonna get face
Kalista ult.
called over the wall as the Talia wall was beginning to threaten an actual chance to take him out. So they will trade that very long cooldown on the Kalista ultimate just to get him to safety and keep up the pressure.
Yeah, I think it's obviously a significant cooldown, but not
Oh.
the most important is hook.
Nice chunk.
Okay, this one
Wait, maybe a
on
kill.
to Knight, who is quite low. He's got the stopwatch as Kanavi's going. He
Oh,
gets the
Kanavi
boot
peeled so
as he
well.
goes back into
It's
the
not fair.
flying drag. That is a bit of a disaster.
It's not
369,
fair.
he's
These
here as
BLG are getting
well,
destroyed.
as down will go Knight. Finally,
Maybe
there's
Bin
the
can
one
pentakill?
they were looking for.
No, he can't.
But what
It's
about
over.
the other guys? Everybody's
Oh
going down
my
here
god,
on the side
man.
of
What is it with BLG? They just can't focus versus JDG.
It's
Like,
gonna be a straight up ace. Is it though? Oh man, this is going to be
Ruler,
369
baby.
going down, but that's just a consolation prize. A
Ruler,
triple
baby.
kill for 5-0.
he's
Kalista
just the
for
perfect player. He
Call
is.
that a 2 for 5 in the end, and you know, BLG
He is the perfect
here,
player.
They found the pick they were looking for. What I was describing, they got the Fate's Call, right? Then they look to follow up and look for another pick here potentially. But look at where everybody else is when this happens. So Yagao here coming down. Knight has stopwatch, and then the engage from Kanavi is there. You have to respect the flag and drag, the Cataclysm. And where's your damage?
Nah, Ruler is
it's
crazy.
completely obliterated. Bin isn't
He's
here.
just chilling
And
this
now
whole
Shin is
fight.
completely cut off. There's just no way to win this subsequent fight. They thought they were going to get a pick and get
They
out.
all, I mean, they
certainly
had to
were
use
not.
Vi
Great
Q flash
stopwatch
R to
there
finish off a
buy
Vex
enough
on 1
time for
HP.
rotation to come over. And yes,
Sad.
Bin is Aatrox. He is going to buy a ton of time here, but ultimately he will go down. It's a triple kill for Ruler, who's 5-0-3, getting close to his Rage Blade now. They take the turret, and that 2,000 gold lead is now a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, just the dominoes falling one by one. That Kanavi flag and drag was pretty insane. Elk trying to get to safety, but
have to
Kanavi
fight
just
this Drake.
says, no, thank you. I will take that one out.
Have
And
to
now
fight this
BLG
Drake.
Trying to challenge here.
Maybe they can
on
Talia
this
wall them or
Drake.
something so they can, yeah. Maybe they can secure it like this. If they E it as well over the wall. Talia E maybe. Oh my god, they just let the Jarvan. What? Guys! What?
And that is 3 Drakes now in favor of JDG, and they're looking for a bit more. They want to get the flash out of Yagao, and that they do. Bin on the right side wants to get something done, but the rest of the team is just hands shook and just zoned away.
Oh, maybe?
As Kanavi gets solo, but the core trigger value is using Knight.
Bin?
He's in the thick of things.
No, he gets the reset. Oh my god, it's a montage. Ruler is just making a montage on them. BLG's fathers.
Oh, man. Ruler is just
That's who they are, JDG.
He helped carry the Korean national team through Asia Games. He helped carry this team through LPL. This guy may
Maybe no one can beat. Maybe BLG can't beat JDG because no one can beat JDG.
To be consistent. He is doing this against LPL's second seed here. This is not just him dunking on a weaker team. He got the early advantages. He has been given a ton of resources.
Apart from Weibo.
No. And Kanavi just holds his ground here. Hits the smite, and then what do you
and
do?
NIP. Was it NIP? No, it was IG who beat them, right? Was it? No, NIP? No, it was IG. IG beat them, right? In week 6 LPL summer. 2-1.
And then when we see this Kanavi re-engage here, he gets taken out, but you know you
YSKM.
have Knight with bailout here, and there's just way too much damage to Ruler. Ruler untouched, Ruler at 80 health. He is just ripping through every single health bar, and this game starts to feel pretty doomed for BLG.
Yeah, the wallets are massive, and missing almost goes down there. But the fact
I wonder who
that he
G2 will draw
doesn't, and then
tomorrow.
he gets bailout
Who else
ends
won?
up
There's
to
Gen
take
G,
over
G2,
just to turn the fight and keep Ruler
and
safe and up, and Knight to get the bailout.
oh, Gen G,
Come back in the fight
G2,
and just
LNG,
give
and the
more
winner of
space
this.
to Ruler.
Holy
It's
fuck.
just so key. They
So
were
it's
so
LNG,
close.
Gen
This
G, or
is
JDG.
fascinating. There on the right side could have been a
I don't know.
very
I guess LNG would
was
be the
meant to be.
nicest. I don't know. There's no nice answer. I mean, G2 have good matchup into Gen G, I think. So I think Gen G would be a good draw. I don't think an LPL team is a good draw. I think they should get it. They should get Gen G. Would be nicest, I think.
Take them to reset. It's going to be a trade of turrets here. The inner so valuable here for JDG with the lead they have. A hook potential for On.
Man,
he's not
tier
even
2 mid, 19 minutes. Tier 2 top, 19
that's
minutes.
just not the champion you want to pick right now. 2 items, 7 kills.
And then LNG versus JDG rematch.
18.5 minutes in, right? Like, they are just taking Elders, or not Elders, not yet. We'll have to wait and see how long this game goes. On is looking for the hook, not going to hit that one. They're taking inners over and over. They're looking for more. They got the second Rift Herald, and they want to get even more value. This is, again, very early on. They're on the precipice of...
Yeah, the only problem with Gen G is they have
Chovy.
Chovy.
Here
But
in
yeah.
2 minutes, but JDG just very methodical, going from turret to turret, and BLG is not really able to match the tempo.
Only 2 teams can go 3-0. I wonder who they're going to be.
On the bottom side, he had teleport, so if there was a fight to break out, he could be there in an instant. There's no
We
one
have
to
Claps.
deny him, as they need Bin home to try to defend these pushes, or perhaps even more damage.
Yeah,
goes
Caps
up.
played well today.
This is the kind of gold graph you want to see as
Caps
a League of
played
Legends
pretty
coach,
well, I think.
because you see Kalista
But
gets some
Hansama carried.
fundamental advantages, and we keep
Hansama
pushing it
smurfed.
every
Mickey
5
smurfed
minutes.
really
You
hard,
see
I
a
think.
Huge jump on those objective fights, those dragons that BLG wanted to deny
Mickey
so
was smurfing.
desperately.
BB's
Baron
ult.
is spawning
BB's ult
here,
was
but the only
insane.
team that has
I mean, he
damage
carried
to
the last
JDG.
fight.
Now
He
you
carried
have
the
to
last
juggle
fight.
that, the
But
trade
like
of Baron, which could
consistently
very
through the
likely
game, I
end this
think
game, and
everyone has really good
X-Texel,
moments.
which spawns in a minute 30. You don't have the damage to rush it. You don't have vision. And your options now
Hansama
as
through.
BLG
Yeah, but
are just
Hansama
so
also carried a fight
incredibly limited.
on both side
Take
river.
a look at the elixir as well, and the okay, we're not even going to have time for that. Yagao is just isolated. He might just go down. Kanavi, one more hit, but the hook on tonight was actually.
And some
super
reactions
key.
were not
They're
there.
gonna take him out as well.
Yeah, there was
That's
one
a
Leon
one-wall
ult that hit him that should never
Ruler's
hit him.
over the wall. He has to go on a stopwatch.
Was there more, or was it
He
just
does
one
not look
Leon
very
ult?
safe
Oh,
back
Bin.
there, and the flash over
Wait,
from
Bin, hold up.
As the bailout will not be enough. It's
Wait, Bin, hold up.
gold into the hands of Bin, as Kanavi is a bit of a juggernaut.
Holy
He's looking
Kanavi.
for more. He is going to get one.
Oh.
As Willie gets
he
more.
gets
How
out.
is
What?
this guy not dead? Where is he going? And he's looking for even more. 369.
Okay, Ruler griefed it. 1K to Aatrox, but it's fine.
369 is going to help him out, and Kanavi somehow does not die.
Kanavi is just so insane. He has a Gordrick. He holds it to the last possible second. He knows that he can live through this, and he absolutely does. Look at his health now. He's almost back to full.
999, baby.
BLG, it's always 1 step forward, 3 steps back with these picks. You know, you got Ruler, you got the shutdown. Bin picks up 1,000 gold. Well, in the subsequent fight, Kanavi gets into the backline, takes out that Kaisa. It all starts off here with Kanavi looking for this pick onto Higuel.
Where does Ruler go?
Fantastic hook, and if this is an even game state, this feels fantastic. Look at the Renato
oh, it's
as well to stop
okay.
the follow-up.
I can kind of see it.
Will ultimately go down here, but his stopwatch buys time.
His support just, I think his support kind of hinted him. I think he was hoping his support would go in, but his support went out, so he was fucked.
Big health bar, but Ingo's night. He's looking for more. Zon is getting pretty low on the right side here. Kanavi looking for this pick, and finally.
Oh, Kanavi's Jarvan Pentakill or what?
For Ruler to just hop forward has been. He's got a lot of money after that shutdown, but it is not quite enough.
Holy fuck. Kanavi Jarvan.
As Ruler will shut it down.
Holy smokes.
JDG absolutely dominating. Now both objectives are up.
Knight, hey? Nice little try from Elk, but he's got his Zonias. Buddy, I'm not sure you're going to be able to take him out.
Nash.
Elk just runs away.
Man, BLG, JDG. I don't know.
You could call it a consolation prize, I suppose.
Who can beat JDG? I want to see G2 versus JDG, actually.
And JDG, they have so much damage to rush this Baron.
I feel like JDG probably clears Genji. They probably clear LNG. But G2, I don't know. I don't know if they clear G2.
Way too far forward.
Maybe. I don't know.
In the mid lane.
I feel like that's the only quantity that's not sure. You know? Like Genji, I'm pretty sure it's GG. LNG, pretty sure it's GG.
I'm just going to dash forward and eliminate the person who just shut me down for 1,000.
It's all cope. It's because G2 always has these random champs they pull out. Maybe they have like one super random one to go 3-0. I wouldn't be surprised if they play like something they've been practicing really secretly tomorrow. Or whenever they play. Is it tomorrow? It is tomorrow.
Good luck.
But G2 got some good draws so far. But now you can't really get a good draw. Because it's the 3 best teams in the world.
Let's see what JDG have in their pocket. But yeah, now
exactly.
Frozen Heart. By the way, Spear Shojin was finished for the last 2 fights for Kanavi as well. That's why he's just flagging, dragging all over.
You can't convince me Kanavi yesterday and today is the same person. I mean, yesterday he just missed every EQ. Today he just hits every EQ.
Are they doing damage to him? Are they? You tell me.
Oh, he cancelled it. He can Q again though. He has two. He has so many dragons.
Meanwhile, the rest of the team is just pushing on the bottom side of the
so much CDR. Frozen Heart, 2 Hextech Drakes, Gore Drinker, Shojin. His EQ is what, 4-second cooldown? 5 seconds?
It's not gonna happen, and now Ruler is just gonna rip this inhibitor down out of the base, and they can look for more. We're 23.5 minutes in, but this lead is just so huge.
Oh, on. He's looking for the hook. It's understandable. That's his one function.
Ruler is a psychopath. What? He gets hit by one thing there, he's dead. Hook, Talia W, or Aatrox Q, he's dead. He dodged all 3 of them by going forwards.
They might just look for more. I mean,
what?
We're only 24 minutes in, but Hextech Soul Baron
no, Hook was on CD.
Coming on down, and JDG want to end this one now.
Got so many minions, 2 cannons here, just pushing through the
well,
concede
2 skill
and
shots
wait. Talia rocks down here. Once those fade, the engage opportunity.
They can just Renato ult on the last tower if they want.
BLG, it feels like just waiting for the inevitable. Here comes Kanavi.
He's going on in, and again, I don't think anyone can really touch him except, I guess, Yagao at this point in time.
Oh my god, that Renato ult is insane. This was not even close.
But JDG, they're just playing with their food. They don't even need to fight BLG at this point.
I don't know, JDG are too good. It's not even fair. JDG are too fucking good. They're so good.
I guess it wasn't to be unexpected.
Alright, Damon KT is a semi-banger inbound.
In the golden road, one
more break in the golden road.
2-0 for JDG.
You think JDG, if they win Worlds, they do it undefeated? Nah, I think they'll lose a game or 2 in best of 5s.
Of the splits in their region, MSI.
I think they'll lose a few games in best of 5s.
One of the biggest blocks in the way, one of the biggest roadblocks for them is old rivals in BLG, but they've beaten them before, and that history is not going to change tonight. They will do it again. And it has just been time after time.
Okay, why did I open Twitter?
And this game was not even close.
What are these comments?
I think the hype around JDG is 100% deserved. These guys are incredible. BLG not able to stop them once again. As we had a 24-minute victory on this one. We get to see all the players.
Holy fuck, some people are really mad.
Fans coming down for this team, expecting big things out of this roster. I guess the only question is how much farther can they go?
Ruler has dominated.
Bro, how did you get the stream in such HD? What the fuck? Did you put a filter on that shit?
He now gets to show on the international stage for a new region here. He's been to so many worlds. He's a world champion himself. But it wasn't just him. It was Kanavi who popped.
What did Weibo say about me?
These 2 players really did work for Asia Games to secure that gold medal, and they might be getting another gold. I mean, how much more golden can the Golden Road get? We'll have to see.
Well,
Petition to ban Caedrel from wearing Weibo gaming hertz for legal reason. This is a joke. Love you,
It's going to be
Caedrel.
very interesting as they move into that 2-0 side of the Swiss bracket.
Yo!
With guys, with teams like
What the
Gen G,
fuck?
it's going to be really cool to see what happens.
My
in
own
draw as
kind
well as
turns
who
on
they
me?
get matched up against. But guys,
What?
we're done for that third match. We do have a fourth one, and the final one of today it will be D+ versus KT up next. Don't go anywhere.
I'm homeless now. I don't have a home.